Hello everyone, how are you doing? Um, so I am going to talk today about Epictetus, who's this Roman philosopher um, who has some very practical philosophy, the best philosophy, not telling you what is, but what should be, more specifically what we should be doing or how we should live. So you could think there's basically description and prescription, like what is going on, describe what you see, and then prescription, like what should someone do, like the doctor tells you what to do or whatever. So he's basically more about like telling you what you should do, and it's really powerful stuff. Up front, I say basically it boils down to um, know, it's like the serenity prayer, you know? Know what you, it's like, may I have the courage to control the things I can control, the serenity to accept the things that I cannot control, and the wisdom to know the difference. And basically, it's very powerful. It's like, if we just know, it's all, the key is wisdom. So if we just know what is actually within my power, um, then just completely control everything that's within your power to the wisest of your ability, the best of your ability. So it's helping you at the same time as it helps others, because that's how it really helps you, your higher self. If you want to help yourself truly and not some, well, I thought I was helping myself, but actually it backfired. Um, to actually help yourself properly, it needs to be in balance with helping the broader self of which you are a part. You're the branch, but you're also the tree. So if you try to chop off the other branches, guess what? It's actually hurting you, the tree, even if it might be helping you, the branch, seemingly. So anyway, but so it's basically knowing what you can control it fully. Everything else, just let it be. Sometimes it's hard. Today, I haven't been having a great, last few hours, to be honest. But or day. But what can you do? You just accept it. What's the point in fighting it? It just makes it worse. If it's out of your control, that's how it is. And just by knowing that, then we save so much of our spiritual resources that we can then devote to the things that we actually can control. There's many things where actually we could get what we wanted, but we were wasting the required energy elsewhere on things that are out of our control. So we're kind of getting screwed twice over. Anyway, before I give you a little bit more detail about that, I'll just mention I just self-published this book, I Am, this poetry book, Poems in Search of Spiritual Awakening, by Jamie McGlue, myself. So basically, it's you know, kind of talking about waking up to the reality of who we really are and how to be at peace. So basically, ignorance is bliss is nonsense. Awareness is bliss, and you know, basically peace, not just inner peace, but also personal power to achieve, make the life you want, the freedom there, and just sanity, knowing what's actually going on. This requires spiritual awakening, and you won't learn about it in school yet. We'll see what we can do, maybe change things. But yeah. So if you want to pick up a copy of that, you can go to Amazon, and yeah, uh, it'll you can pick it up there. So I'm just going to read you a little bit of. I'm going to read you three little poems. One is like a magic spell. You can say this anytime fear comes up into within yourself. So this poem is called "Fear is a Friend." Hello, fear. Welcome to my home. Stay as long as you like. I'm not scared. You are. I'm peace. I'm happy. And so, I don't know, that might sound a bit wacky, but you know, uh, better to be wacky than to be consumed by fear. And fear can come in very subtly, and maybe people who are acting like big tough guys, actually they're overcompensating because a fear came in. And I think we all struggle with just facing it, the fear. But if we can do that, it really just, everything is better. And so this is a way to kind of reframe it. So instead of having to try to kill the fear or like run away from it, because that doesn't really work. They're both ways of resisting it. You just need to accept it, understand it's there, and then it loses its power because the only power it has is by tricking you into trying to fight it, and then actually it takes control of you. But you'll learn all about that in my book, or go to the Power of Now or something. Um, all right, here's another little one. It's called enormously small, like the branch that cuts the moon in two when curious eyes regard the roof of outdoor infinity, the starry ceiling, how big and small we end up feeling, to know we are nothing at this scale, and yet this knowing is bigger than the moon, enormously small. And that's two. Oh, lad, the okay. So um, yeah, here's one more. Okay, a little one for you. It's called elementary. Simple but strong is the dividing wall that supports the roof under God's ceiling. It must be floor to great and mighty things, doors to blossom upon with window eyes, all the style and form of divine disguise, where lives the dream of human lives. I am. All right. Now, back to Epictetus. Basically, uh, just we if we just like let go of the things we can't control, um, and stop resisting it, then actually, yeah, what what is there left but to be happy, you know? And we think, oh no, but if someone's trying to do something wrong, you should resist it. You should fight them. But it's like, yeah, but that's if you can, if you have some chance of resisting someone, or then that means that's in your control. So that's not what we're talking about. Like, oh, there's someone trying to rob my business, and I think I can overpower them and defend myself. Okay, do it. Go on. Um, and that's within your control. But then, uh, you know, if it's, but there's so many situations where it's, oh, someone robbed my place yesterday, but now mentally I'm just going to keep thinking about it and how unfair it is. It's like, yeah, but that's out of your control. It already happened. Um, So unless it's productive, like, okay, what can I do to make sure this doesn't happen again? Okay, then yes, that's a good question. What is within my power to make sure this doesn't happen again? Or if someone betrayed you, or if someone did something wrong, or if you did something wrong, in the past, then what can I do to, then that you might find something in your power, and then that's great, But it's there's so many things where it's already happened, or it's what does someone think about me, for example, where we might be keen to give an impression, or this is really important to me, this opportunity, I want to make a good impression. Okay, I got to really, but if you focus too much on that, you're going to get tense and uptight, and and anyway, you've all this mental bandwidth you could be spending on just like, okay, well, who am I? What do I want to be doing? And or just other things you're wasting on, you can't control what this other person thinks about you. All you can control is your own self. How deeply are you breathing? How much water are you drinking? How much space are you creating in between your thoughts, and all this kind of thing. So focus on that instead, and then that ends up actually creating a good impression. So anyway, but these are just a few points. Like, so this book, I'll just share with you the one I recommend, because there's a few versions of it, different translations. But the one I've got two, and the one which is better, I think, is Sharon Lebell translation. So it's A Manual for Living, Epictetus. It's really small, by the way, these tiny little chapters. Often it's like three sentences or two sentences, but it's just boof, it just nails all these things. And basically, it's yeah, it makes you a much more practical person. And it's basically talking about just daily, incremental, moment by moment moral practice. That wisdom and freedom are the only real noble goals ultimately. And then everything needs to be within that, like a subset of that. Um, so that basically, wisdom is to live in balance and to live in sanity. And what good can you do to anyone else on the planet if you're not taking care of that? Um, and But it's really incredible. I highly recommend you read it, and you can give it as gifts to people. I think it's pretty cheap because it's quite a small little book. Um, but yeah, I don't have a physical copy because I've lent it to someone. But there you go. Highly recommend that. All right, everyone. Go Lamar Thank you so much. See you next time.